Hi, it's Dr. Sasheen, and welcome back. Welcome to Women in Transition. Shorter video right now. I want to talk about coming off the ledge. What do I mean? What I mean is there's a lot of noise in the system. I like to say to my students, there are two levels of noise in the system. There is the macro level of noise, and then there's your internal chatter, okay? And right now, the macro level of noise around most people is a den of noise. It is so loud that we can't even think straight. But I want to talk to you about your micro and how you need to get a handle on your micro so that you can talk yourself off all these ledges that people keep trying to push you towards. Because what's happening is that the amount of noise is designed to circumvent rational thinking. It's designed to keep you in a heightened state of emotionality for as long of the day as possible and then crash into sleep at night, which is a fitful sleep because remember, catch my sleep hygiene video? Because we're so exhausted but also so hyped up at the same time that they're fighting even while we're sleeping. And so you have to find your way that you're going to talk yourself down off the ledge. And what is the ledge? The ledge is anything that's pushing you towards doing things, thinking things, engaging with things that are simply heightening and shooting your cortisol level up and dampening your serotonin down so that you don't feel the joy of anything. You can't find joy in the simple things that you used to because of the overwhelm, right? But here's the thing. Because it's by design, you can see the play and then you can run the fade, to use a football analogy. Because the playbook is being told to you, if you're listening to the sources of information out there, overwhelm, shock, and awe that I keep talking about is by design. It's designed to literally dampen your spirit. And so you have to decide how you're going to talk yourself off the ledge that all of this shock and awe is trying to keep you on, because that's all it really is trying to do, is keep you so hyped up all day long that you can't even function for information overload, adrenal overload because your emotions are going crazy, and then lack of sleep. Now you might say, but Dr. Sasheen, there is so much. Okay, what are you gonna do about it? Tell me how operating from a place of complete shutdown is allowing you to do anything about what is currently taking place. Show me how that's helping you. Because operating from that place of complete shutdown so that you can't even find your joy anymore, let alone negotiate your peace, right? Like you can't even think about that because you can't even find your joy during the day. Because every time you turn on anything, the first thing that you see puts you on the ledge. Trying to figure out, would it just be easier to jump off into this emotion and free fall into depression and despair? Or can I rappel down on the ladder of happiness and joy and somewhere in the process of that maybe reconnect with my peace coming up as I'm coming down? Okay? Because I want us to start thinking that listen. One of the things, I'm not apolitical. If you follow me on Facebook, you will see very clearly that I am not apolitical. I have a lot to say, and I say it with my whole chest. But I'm also recognizing that a lot of people are not students of history to understand the cycles of things. Things go up and things go down. Your job in that is to figure out the lane that you're going to swim in to help you go up and come down as the cycles of things go up and come down. Part of that lane is figuring out how you're going to stop letting people put a trigger button in you. Because in case you hadn't noticed, there are a fair amount of people, mostly on social media. And remember, there are a lot of people who are not on social media, but I digress. But there are a lot of people on social media whose sole purpose right now is to see how far they can push that trigger button in you. Right? They don't care about what's happening because you care about what's happening. They don't care how bad it could get because you care, and they just want to see you cry. They want to see you fret. You know, I got gray hairs a long time ago, so getting more of them is nobody's going to notice. But the last thing that I want to do, and I'm going to do, is let somebody keep me pushed up to a ledge so that I feel like the only options that I have is to free fall into madness, depression, despair, no joy, or stay on the ledge and be frightened and afraid for 24 hours out of the day, because there's only 24 of them. So the micro level of noise is designed to keep you on the ledge of fear. And if you and hopefully, if they do it right, push us off into depression, despondency, and despair, right? There's another way down the mountain. Okay, first of all, look at the ground and recognize it's still solid under your feet. It's still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. It might feel precarious. You might be standing on the razor's edge, but you're still standing. So as long as you're still standing, your feet are underneath you, then what's the next step? Well, I talk about this in another one of my videos, right? I talk about what is the one thing that I can do next to get me away from this ledge. It might be stopping listening to certain people. It might be that you have to say to the person who constantly calls you to commiserate about how bad things are, like, I can't talk to you today. You be nice about it. It might be saying, I'm gonna read an hour's worth of news a day, maybe a half hour. And then I'm gonna joy scroll for another hour to kind of balance the bad, right? It could be that you simply decide that it's time to relocate your life, your job, and your family, and to start looking at the best ways to do that for your peace of mind and so that you have a future that you can look forward to. It may be that you recognize that there are some things happening in that micro level of noise, that you actually have a skill set that could solve the problem before it becomes a huge problem for people, and give yourself a purpose in the chaos that you can hold on to, that you can do something with, and also help your community and help the people around you. But none of those things are possible until you figure out how you're going to talk yourself away from that ledge. And the way you talk yourself away from that ledge is go, what can I do next to get away from this moment? How do I get away from this moment? Because people keep pushing us towards the ledge, right? Because they love to see us in chaos. They don't even mind if you're thriving as long as it's in chaos, because the longer they can keep you off your feet and imbalanced, the less likely you are to start realizing that the ground might be rumbling, but it ain't doing this. And I am still standing. Hang on a second. I'm still standing. Yep, still standing. Still standing. Okay, so since I'm still here and still standing, and I'd prefer not to jump off the ledge into despondency, despair, and depression, nor do I want to stay on the razor's edge of fear all day long, 24/7, making me crazy, I got to figure out how I'm going to talk myself off the ledge. What are the things I'm going to put into place to bring me off the ledge when somebody starts to push me towards the ledge? And I've already mentioned some of those things. I won't repeat them again. But what I want you to think about, and you can go back and replay this video, it's going to be short, about 10 minutes, maybe 11. But what I want to say is this. You have to take ledge off the table. You cannot continue to stand on the edge of fear or look over into the chasm of despondency, depression, and disaster. Because for every ocean of despondency, depression, and disaster that the world right now might have you believe is out there, there are oceans of people who are doing it differently, who are looking around going, this mess may not be able to be solved, but in this mess are islands that I need to be standing on, are places where I can make a difference, right? I just said the macro are creating problems. Maybe you have a solution to a problem, and that would give you purpose in this moment, which would back you away from that ledge. But the most important thing to me, for you, is what would bring your peace back to the forefront, making it non-negotiable again. What would that thing need to be that you could say, I'm not going to negotiate my peace, therefore I can no longer stand on the ledge of fear, because that's negotiating your peace away. Standing on the edge of fear negotiates away your peace. It just is what it is. It just is. Now, I think the best thing, the place to start is to get a good night's sleep, and then something really good to eat, and drink your water. But also, the reason I titled this you got to get off the ledge is because so much of the news cycle, of the punditry right now, is designed to keep you standing on your tippy toes. Just like trying to not fall down. And I'm telling you to plant your foot. I am telling you to plant your feet and feel the ground beneath you and remember who you are. Remember where you stand and remember how you got here. Because if you're anywhere near my age, gray hair came for a reason, then you've been standing on your feet for quite a while now. And because you have been standing on your feet for quite a while now, I think you know how to do it. So I'm here to give you permission to get up, look around, and figure out how to take that next step that's in front of you instead of looking at what is happening behind you. Now, I'm gonna wrap this up because I want to keep it short and sweet. But let me also explain to you that I made a video about emotional vampires and people that we need to leave behind in 2025. Those people are just getting louder and louder. And so part of being willing to get off the ledge is cleaning up your tribe. You need to find people who are not looking to keep you on the ledge because they can't get off the ledge themselves. You are not here to save them from their ledge, nor are you here to be a buddy for them on the ledge so we're not on the ledge lonely. Y'all let them people be lonely on that ledge. What is wrong? No. We're not making a pact to stay crazy together. We are making a pact to either get off this ledge and figure out how to navigate what's happening, or I'm going to have to leave you on the ledge because I cannot do this for you anymore. So you have to make that decision. And I urge you to do so today. You do that by prioritizing the things that are important in the Magical 7. You do this by understanding where your fear and anxiety that's pushing you towards the ledge is coming from. You do this by knowing what your triggers are. Triggers, and who keeps pushing those buttons. Those folks, they have to go. All right, it's Dr. Sasheen. Please hit like, subscribe, and share, and comment below. What are your triggers? Do you know what they are? And are you on the ledge, or are you committed to getting off? And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye now.